I joined them through the great doors into St. Peter's Basilica, up the center aisle, under the soaring dome, everything hushed and respectful. And there he was, Francis, in that simple wooden coffin, the people's pope to the end. It's just after nightfall, and still they're coming, and the feeling here is extraordinary, as it is inside. There are people who are in tears, people very prayerful, but more than anything, there's a sense of history and of gratitude.
As if it wasn't for Pope Francis.
Tonight, Rosie Lamanna from Long Island, overwhelmed by the moment.
We came from New York thinking we're going on a tour, never thinking we're going to see the Pope in his passing and feel the faith in the church, feel the faith. It's just in you. It's in your heart.
Rosie, it feels like you're really touched.
I'm touched. I was really touched. It took your breath away. Just to be there, just to see it.
Shelley Ferry, traveling with her family from Virginia.
It's just a very surreal experience to bring my children to this. I just think it's incredible to be here and to experience it with them.
Security is tight, armed soldiers keeping watch with anti-drone weapons, police canines on patrol. World leaders will be making their way here, including President Trump, President Zelensky, and Prince William, among 50 heads of state, along with a bevy of international royals. New York's Cardinal Timothy Dolan joining more than 100 cardinals meeting here today, more on their way, already discussing the future of the church and the conclave to choose the next pope.
That's the time that we get to know one another. We listen to one another. Each of the cardinals will have a chance to speak. They speak about the beauty and the challenges of the church in their diocese.
And tonight, the Vatican releasing a first look at the plan for the marble tomb where Francis will be laid to rest in the St. Mary Major Basilica in Rome. On the stone, one word, Franciscus, his name in Latin. In the streets around St. Peter's, memories of Francis abound. Hello. For decades, the Mancinelli family tailors have dressed bishops, cardinals, and popes. This is for the next pope. Raniero Mancinelli remembers fondly Francis teasing him about the high prices here and says that Francis changed church fashion. Suddenly, a simpler way was in vogue.
Si è molto semplificato.
With Pope Francis, he says, not only his style was personal, but the whole business changed because people didn't come anymore to get a lot of, other things to put on. Wait, this is amazing. So Francis, because he was simple, he was kind of a style icon for the other bishops and cardinals. Everybody got more simple. Yes, he tells me, but the fashions and the church may be changing again soon. One cardinal we met today told us that the first order of business will be to get to know each other. This is the most global conclave ever, and so it looks like we aren't going to see that white smoke, that signal that a new pope has been chosen anytime soon. No date set yet, but it looks like the earliest the conclave could begin is the week of May 5th. David?
All right, Terry Moran. Terry, that was an extraordinary view inside St. Peter's Basilica tonight. Our thanks to you. And I'll be traveling to the Vatican, joining Terry, James Longman, Deborah Roberts, and our entire team for the closing of the Pope's coffin tomorrow night. And then the funeral early Saturday morning. ABC News live coverage of the funeral begins at 3:30 a.m. Saturday morning. Of course, we hope you'll get up with us, and we'll be there for the ancient ritual, the conclave, several days later as well. And I'll see you for the news tomorrow night from the Vatican right here. In the meantime, we move on to the other news this Thursday night. An arrest in the New Jersey wildfire, one of the largest fires in New Jersey in 20 years, triggering air quality alerts all the way to New York City. These are new images tonight of the flames late today. More than 23 square miles burned so far. ABC's Morgan Norwood is on the scene for us.
Tonight, authorities in southern New Jersey say the Jones Road fire that burned more than 23 square miles of pine forest was intentionally started by a teenager. 19-year-old Joseph Kling appearing via Zoom from the Ocean County Jail today.
Sir, did you have the opportunity to watch the advisement of rights video, Mr. Kling?
Yes, Your Honor.
He's facing multiple charges, including aggravated arson. Fire investigators say Kling made a bonfire out of wooden pallets and left the scene while the fire was still burning. More than 3,000 people had to evacuate. The fire destroying this commercial building, James Herbst's family's business.
It's completely gone. There's about $5 million in product inside. Lost everything.
We're just yards away from where that warehouse burned and the ground's still smoldering. You can see the flames. It's hotspots like this that have firefighters working around the clock.
And the towering clouds of smoke triggering air quality alerts in New York City for sensitive groups. People with breathing problems urged to take precautions.
And David, the one thing this area really needs right now is rain, but look, with none in the forecast until at least Saturday. The big fear tonight is that thousands more acres could burn in the meantime. David?
All right, Morgan Norwood on the scene for us. Morgan, thank you. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg from our New York station, WABC. And of course, Lee, the question, when will the smoke clear out, the air quality improve, and some rain on the way will help?
David, hazy here in New York. Air quality alerts in effect here in the Hudson Valley and Long Island. That'll go through midnight. Then the smoke will thin out later tonight. Timing that smoke, it's most widespread during the evening hours, clears out tomorrow, and then late day could be a resurgence in eastern New Jersey and New York City before the rain comes in. That rain is with a storm over the southern plains. Fourth day of severe weather, another tornado watch over the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles, more severe weather in East Texas. This rain moves into the Midwest and Ohio Valley on Friday, and ultimately it's a soaking rain here in the Northeast on Saturday. Welcome news for the firefight and the dryness.